So hi everyone. In this session I will explain you what is Azure App Service as well as what are the features that is App Service is providing for us. Okay. First, Azure App Service is a platform as a service. It's a PaaS offering provided by the Microsoft Azure. It enables you to build, deploy as well as scale web applications, mobile apps and RESTful APIs quickly and easily. You can develop these web applications, mobile apps as well as RESTful APIs quickly, so no need of bothering about the infrastructure as a service, I mean infrastructure about these apps. So you can just focus on the development. Everything you can deploy your web application, mobile apps into the app service, and everything will be taken care. So we'll discuss the features about this app service. First is web app, mobile apps, RESTful APIs, automatic scaling, continuous deployment, high availability, authentication and authorization, custom domains, as well as integration with Azure services. First, I'll explain you one by one. What is web app? So, web app is nothing but like you can deploy and host web applications written in various programming languages such as .NET, Java, Node, Python, PHP, etc. And also, this provides built-in integration with Azure DevOps for seamless deployments. It means you can automatically deploy your web applications to Azure Web Apps. Next is mobile app. So Azure provides supports mobile app backends, allow you to build scalable and secure mobile apps as well as iOS, Android, and web apps as well. So it includes features like push notification, offline sync, and authentication integration. So next is RESTful APIs. So you can build and deploy RESTful APIs using Azure App Services. It provides automatic Swagger generation and support integration with Azure API management for API governance and monitoring. So I'll explain you what is Azure API management in the later videos. Fine. Automatic scaling. So Azure App Service automatically scales your application based on the demand, and it also supports manual, scheduled, and auto scaling options to ensure your application handle workloads. So automatically it will scale, or you can manually scale the applications to handle all the workloads. So next is continuous deployment. So Azure App Service integrate with popular source control systems such as Azure Repos, GitHub, and also Bitbucket. It also enables deployment of your application, automatic deployment. So changes push to repos or GitHub, whatever it may be. So it will trigger automatic deployment to the app service. Next, high availability. App service provide high availability and fault tolerance by distributing your applications across multiple fault domains and update domains. You will come to these fault domains and update domains. I'll explain you in the next videos. So it's nothing but your data is replicated into multiple regions or multiple domains. Okay. So next is authentication and authorization. Azure App Service support various authentication providers like Azure Active Directory, so social identity providers like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and also custom authentication options as well. And it also integrate with Azure AD B2C for managing custom identities. So let's say Google, Facebook, and Twitter, these are identity providers. What if we have a custom identity provider other than these providers? So even it will integrate with custom identity providers as well. So custom domains and in the SSL, next one. So you can map your custom domains to your app service and secure your applications with SSL certificates. It means like app service provide options for purchasing SSL certificates, or you can also use your own SSL certificate for the security purpose. Next, integration with Azure services. App service integrate with Azure services such as Azure SQL database, Azure Cosmos DB storage account, and many more. So it enables you to build solutions by leveraging capabilities of multiple Azure services. You can connect multiple Azure services to your app service. Okay. So I'll show you I'll go through the live demo how to create a app service. So just open the Azure portal, go to the marketplace, and search for web apps and hit enter. So here you can see that the Microsoft Azure Service a web app. So just click on create. So it will ask you for the resource group or app service name. Okay, I'll give my complete name. It should be actually meaningful. For the demo purpose I'm just doing this. Yeah, you can select the code whichever language you want, .NET, Java, or whatever it may be. You can see there are many options, even Python. So for now, I'm just selecting .NET 6. It can be like Windows operating system, or it can be either Linux as well. So you can select the region where you want to deploy plan, the basic one. Either you can create the new plan as well. You can see that the basic B1, the total ACU and the 1.5 GB memory, everything. So just click on review plus create. So you will get the option for create and click on create. So here you can see that the notification, it will take a minute or two to complete this deployment. So you can see submitted. Let's wait for a few seconds. Yeah. So it will take few seconds for the deployment to be completed. You can also see the template. Like manually you can save these templates. You can save these templates, and from the Azure CLI directly you can create the web apps instead of the portal. You can see the output variables, input variables, and everything. So the deployment is completed. Just go to the resource. Yes, you can see that the web app is deployed. Okay, I'll explain you all the steps, like what are the features it is providing, what are all the tabs on the left side. So first is the overview. So if any service is deployed, you can browse that service directly from here. So once you click on it, it will open the website. It's taking some time. Meanwhile, I'll show you the other tabs. You can stop this app service. It ensures that it doesn't exceed the billing price. So you can restart. You can delete the app service. You can download the publish profile. This is useful when you want to deploy your web applications manually. So you see this, your web app is running and waiting for the content. So once your web apps are deployed, no, you can run the Swagger it directly from here, so that it will show all the apps that are all the Swagger definition. You deployed it here. Fine. So you can see the app service plan that we selected, the custom domains or the default domain, and everything. So activities log, it is like a centralized log capturing important events. It captures all the important events, and uh, it even provides visibility into the activities such as deployments, scaling events, configuration changes. Whatever the, if someone changes the configuration, or if someone any deployment is happening, you know it always it ensures that it logs everything here. If someone changes anything in this app service, it ensures that it all logs here, and everything will be propagated. So it even monitors, even what are the alerts. If our app service is CPU is going more than 80%, it even log the alerts here. We can see everything from the activity logs. Next, IAM, you can give access for this app to any other resources. Tags are like, you can differentiate, like, this is you can give some manual tags to differentiate the app service from other app services for each resource group. It can be n number. There is no limit for these stacks. So you can diagnose and solve the problems if there are any health issues, like as I told, like if there are more a number of requests, input load, or cpu load is more than cpu is utilizing more than 80%. You can see this, some it's showing 1 3 critical and everything. You can monitor this, you can view more details, and you can fix them. So if you see deployment slots, a deployment slot is nothing but it's a separate instance of your application. It will allow you to deploy and test the changes before it is going live. It means you can create a deployment slot, you can push the new changes to that deployment slot. So if everything works fine, you can swap the deployment slabs within a no time. Even if something is going wrong, you can roll back your deployment slot changes, and everything will be as is. So deployment centers is nothing but it's a feature that provides centralized location for managing and configuration deployment offering for your application. So you can see that it is a friendly environment. It ensures that continuous integration or continuous deployment pipelines, everything will be we can directly do it from here itself. You can select the source from where you want to git. So once you give all credentials of your git, when you push some changes to the source control, it will automatically create a continuous integration and CI/CD pipeline for it. So configuration, I'll cancel it. So configuration is nothing but it's simple like a app settings in your local development. You can manually give app services, or while deployment also you can give these app settings. So first it will check the app settings from here. If it is not available, whichever you are trying to access from the app, so it will internally go and check the local development app settings. You can even give manual, let's say, some app settings as well. Click on OK and click save. It's simply like a app settings.json file in your local development. So it was added here. You can see this. That's it. You can also add some connection strings to database or whatever it may be. So this is authentication. You can enable identity providers for it. As we discussed, the feature it is providing, we can have custom identity providers. All Microsoft, Facebook, Google, these are the identity providers. We can integrate with this app service. So application insights. Insights are nothing but by default it will be disabled. Once you enable it, it will log all the traces or information warnings or errors in the application insights. Fine. Identity providers. As I told you, we can have system managed identity providers and user managed identity providers. I will explain you this in the later videos. But system assigned managed identity is nothing but once you click on, it will create a identity provider for these app service itself. Once you delete the app service, it will also delete the system managed identity provider that it is created. So you can use this identity to give access to any other resources. You can copy this identity and you can give the access to any other resources. Like you can go to Key Vault and paste this principal object id, so that our Key Vault will allow this app service to talk to that. Next, backups. We can have daily backups, or we can have even daily every hour backup. So it ensures that no data is being lost. So as we discussed earlier in the features, custom domains are nothing but you can create your custom domains, or if you have any custom domain with you, you can also integrate with it. So networking, you can have inbound traffic, outbound traffic configurations. You can restrict the IPs, or you can also provide the endpoints. Even outbound traffic, you can restrict the IPs and everything. Scaling up, you can also scale up your app service plan. By default we have selected the basic plan, right? So basic plan, it allows, by default the recommended is 8 app services for each app service plan. So you see that this is checked. So so if we are, in future, if you want to expand our app services in a single app service plan, we can switch from basic to the premium or standard plans. You can directly do that from here. Even scale out of app services, web jobs, in the same app service itself you can also deploy the web jobs here. It's a web job, simply nothing but, it's a console app, or which continuously runs based on time trigger, or http triggers. So which do the task like background task, some uploading or downloading the files, all those things, send notifications. So it's a background task, it continuously run based on the triggers, time trigger or whatever it may be. You can have n number of web jobs deployed here. So you can even integrate with MySQL. So I cannot explain all this. You can also see the properties of this app service here. So you can see IP address of this app service, host name and everything, all the resource group that we deployed and everything. So it will show the app service plan that we have taken while deploying this app service. So you can see all the features that are providing in the app service plan. This is not an app service, this is app service plan. You can see the CPU percentage, memory percentage and everything. So I'll go back to the app service. So you see this clone. We can also clone the apps, by using deployment slots. Earlier we discussed, right? By using deployment slots you can clone your app, you can deploy changes to the cloned app, test and validate them, and also we can swap without a no time. It ensures that there is no downtime for our apps. Even we have a console. By using this console, you can access and interact with the command line environment of your application. Advanced tools are nothing but, you can debug and development experience. If you click on the go, this is a kudu service. You can see all the files that was deployed to this app service. Currently we haven't deployed anything, we just created the app service. So if you deploy something, you can browse through all the files that you have deployed here. Yeah, you can see that, you can see the file, we can see log streamings, everything. You can even see the app settings. Fine, you just close it. So you can have many extensions. So API management, I will explain you a full complete video about what is API management and everything. So in a brief about what is API management is nothing but, it improves security, enhance development experience, and also enables your organization to scale the API offerings effectively. It means like it analyzes the APIs. Uh, it it uh, it it improves the security by, changing the prefix of your URLs. It even restrict the inbound, it even restrict the uh, rate limit as well as, inbound IPs, everything. So you can create a, API management from here, but I'll explain you as a separate topic in the next videos. API definition, whatever the API that you have deployed here, you can get the API definition of that. Even CORS policies, you can allow other domains to access our app services. So basically other domains, by default, other domains cannot access our app service. So you can use star, so that all other domains can, by default they can access our app services, or also you can give some custom domains. So in monitoring session, you can see we can also create the alert rules, such as, whenever the CPU percentage is more than 80% or more than 75%, we'll get the alert to our emails, or, even for the mobile you will get the push notification. Metrics, you can see all the metrics in the graph, in the graphic design. You can see that the average CPU time, let's say some or count. So currently zero, because currently CPU time is by default it is 25. There is nothing. Uh, Once you publish something and once you utilize this API app service, then you can see the meaningful graph here. You can also check the logs. So app service logs. You can directly check the app service logs here. You can enable this feature. Once you enable and save it, So it updates. You can go to the log stream here, and you can see each log, each request that is coming into the app service. And also like you can step by step you can see everything like what is happening in the app service. It ensures that no request is missed in the log. So it is taking some time to connect. So if some 100 users are trying to hit our app service, those 100 requests will display here without missing even single request. It's simply nothing but logging. It will show live log streams. So that's it. You can see the support, and these are the features that is providing by the app services. So simply at last, like I'll give you a brief overview what is app service. Okay, so it is, as I told, like it's a pass offering by the Microsoft Azure. Okay, it provides a scalable and secure environment for hosting our web applications or mobile applications or tab applications, and whatever it may be. Okay, you can you can deploy. Developers know they just need to focus on the development. No need of focusing on the infrastructure, how the servers are being maintained for this app service. So what is the app service plan, how it is being maintained. So everything, no need to worry about that. You can just focus on the development. So once the development is finished, you can just deploy your developed code DLLs to the web app. So everything is up and running. So it ensures that there is no downtime. You can quickly deploy, you can quickly scale, and you can manage the applications. So reducing time, it's simply like reducing time of the infrastructure management. That's it. So in the upcoming videos, I'll show you like how to deploy a .NET Core application to the web app service, and also I'll show you how to deploy Azure functions and everything. Okay, thank you. If you have any comments, just leave it in the comment box. I'll explain.